I'm here today again at Estes Park with Kerri Kelly. She's new to me. We've met before and so forth. Yeah, new but deep, and she's a freaking force of nature. She has an organization called Citizen Well. She's going to talk a little bit about it because I can't talk well enough about it. But more than that, she's a dynamo in social change. She has an incredible amount of energy. She's a workaholic, so there are things not to take from her. Right?
Yes,
but,
don't do what I do.
Right. But at the same time, so say a little bit about Citizens Well.
Oh, yeah. So Citizen Well is mobilizing the broader well-being community. So all of us who live a lifestyle of yoga, meditation, healthy eating, we care about the environment, we care about social issues, to come together and really direct our power and our efforts for social and political change. And the vision that we have is to democratize well-being for all people, because we believe that all people should be well. Well-being shouldn't be a privilege. So we're fighting for that.
Too.
We're a super PAC. Yeah, we're a lobbying organization, and we're a community organization.
And she's also been one of the co-founders of Off the Mat. So she's been one of the integral people that have like literally taken the work of mind, body, vision, yoga and bring it into the world. So I want to ask you a personal question, or whatever it is. There's a moment in everyone, many moments, but where all of a sudden you recognize that that you care, and it's time to step forward. It might be from your childhood, it might be from an event. Can you just quickly share the moment, the simple moment that actually made you decide to step in?
I just thought of this story recently, but I had always been perturbed by high school politics and the ways in which we clicked and left people out. And so I remember this one time there was this huge party in town. I liked to go to parties.
Really?
And a friend of mine who wasn't kind of in the crowd didn't feel comfortable going, and she was like, I'm just going to stay home. And I drove to her house and I picked her up and I was like, you're coming to this party. Because like the idea of like actually participating or being complicit, like I couldn't do it. So I brought her to the party, and she ended up being the funniest freaking person at the party. And I think I realized in that moment that not only did I care about people being included, but that like those places where you open up, like you welcome, it gives people the space to discover their greatness, right? And so I got really passionate about being an advocate and a champion for people discovering what they love and what they're great at, and that sort of carried through my work.
People now discover how to be well, right?
I know.
Which is our culture desperately needs. Right, on a personal and a collective level. So
totally,
this is awesome. So the other question I want to ask you is, this is the big, huge question, but for you, what role has the body played in that, in the realization of what you're doing? It could be how it works, in relation to what you do, but it could just be what made you know that your body was actually.
I mean, I woke up to my body on 9/11. I lost my stepdad, who was a fireman.
Oh, wow.
That was my waking. That was my waking. And I had a yoga practice for all the wrong reasons. And it changed for me because my lens on the practice and on the role of the body is that it's this great capacity building program, right? And in that moment, having to navigate the chaos and the pain and the not knowing, the mystery and the suffering in my family, like my practice was my refuge. And returning to my body actually gave me a way to know it was real and to actually work through it. And it wasn't comfortable, and it was messy and clunky. And even in the work that I'm doing now with Citizen Well, like it's like, how do we build a capacity to lean into the very complex and tricky issues of this moment? I mean, we need to have a great capacity, great courage, great compassion to hold this moment and to lean in and to participate. And so the body plays a really big role in that, because it is our vessel. And the more we can build a capacity, the greater we can show up.
Again, this is why she's a freaking dynamo.
Oh, come on.
This is why it happens.
This one.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for helping us.